Hi everybody, welcome to Aimee Nolte Music. I just taught a lesson today and I'm actually in my kitchen making myself some oatmeal, but I had an idea after I taught my lesson. I would like to share it with you today for our video. Now the guy that I was teaching is a guy who's been playing piano from sheet music for a really long time, and he's been trying his best to improvise and be able to play jazz kind of tunes and pop and rock kind of tunes from the sheet music that he has, or even from the fake books or real books that he has. But he feels like he's stuck in a rut, and like he's kind of been doing the same couple of tricks for years, to play solo piano. He said, I love to listen to Vince Guaraldi. And what Vince Guaraldi does is he plays the melody to something, and then he launches into Vince Guaraldi world, and he plays all of these amazing lines and fast things and fills and licks, and he goes, I'd like to be able to get a start toward that. And then I started thinking, well, I don't know if my videos have really done that for anybody yet. I don't know if I've given a way for people who aren't really serious, educated kind of jazz musicians who have gone to school for it or whatever. If I've given people who are serious musicians but maybe just not like jazzers yet, if I've given them a way to just kind of ease their way into improvising, I really want to do that. I also really want to eat my oatmeal, so give me a sec. Oh, there it is in all its glory. Raisins, apples, walnuts. It's good. It's real good. All right, first things first, I need you to understand what Vince Guaraldi land is. When jazz players go off into their improvisational element, they're not just doing it whenever they feel like it, they're doing it after the melody has happened once. So let's just, for fun, let's just take Happy Birthday for a second. All right, say I was playing that with a jazz trio. 1, 2, 1, 2. That I'm still playing the same exact chords I was while Happy Birthday happened. Da, 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 da. So it's F and then C7, da, 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 then back to F, da, da, F7, and we've got a B flat 6 chord, da, 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 and then we can do it B diminished, da, 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 2, 5, back to F, and then we just go back and do it again. So what we're doing is after we play the melody to a song, then we take the exact same chords that we were just playing over the melody, and we play them again, but we don't play the melody anymore. We just have the chords going by underneath, and then you play what's in your heart, or what's in your fingers, or what's in your brain. We're not going to have that discussion today. But what if you don't have anything in your brain yet? Like, what if you aren't used to thinking up pretty little lines? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to just give you a few lines that'll help you get your foot in the door, so to speak. We're going to start with the major ones, and then we're going to go on to some minor ones. And then I'm going to show you how you can just kind of slip these into a tune to start improvising. I have many videos about 2-5-1 licks, so if you'd like to know about how to play a minor chord to a dominant chord that leads to a major chord, look up Aimee Nolte 2-5-1, you will find them. And that happens, it happens in almost every song, and jazz songs in particular, and Happy Birthday, it happened too, right? There's G minor, there's a C7, F. So if you can imagine that, with a trio playing or something. There are things you can play over that sound more exciting than that. And you can go, through the range of how hard they are. You could, that's one, that's one, that's one, that's one, that's one. And these are just little kind of tricks I've got in my hat. Like, that's it. It's not that I was just, thinking of them on the spot and making them up, because they're nothing new. I've just heard them from other people before, but as you have these little tricks to pull out of your hat, tools to pull out of your belt, always remember you're wearing other clothes besides hat and belt. Then they come faster as you use them, but you got to use them. But first you got to know them. All right, so it's like I'm not giving you like the whole enchilada today. I'm not giving you the whole bowl of oatmeal today. I'm gonna give you. It's like if I just give you the walnuts. I'm gonna teach you about these nuts. All right, here's my little notebook. I've written out some licks for you. Let's pretend that we're in the key of C major. I've written C6 because that's one of the ways that jazz players write C major. We can also write C MA, C major 7, C triangle. They're all good ways of just talking about C major. If you'd like to know more about that, you can look up my video about how to notate chords. All right, so let's start by singing this first one. If I play you a C6 chord, we're gonna start on the minor third. Can you see that? So there's a C. We're gonna sing do, re, mi, then we're gonna flat it. Now you might say, why the heck are we playing an E flat over a C major chord? Because that would look like C minor, but we're just playing it for a tiny little second, and it's landing strong right here on this E natural, and it sounds good. Da, 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 dee, da. It's very easy. Play it. All I did was I just played the C and the G with my left hand. Got that? So let's pretend that it's Happy Birthday in the key of C. 2, 3, 4. There we go. We've got our first lick. Let's look at the second one. We're going to start on the 5th degree. La, da, 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 da. Are you with me? Here. Da, 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 da. It's important to be able to sing these, and it's important to be able to play them because they come from inside of you. And if you can't just sing these, they're not going to come out unless you're very mechanical about it, and I always rather that you not be mechanical about it. So let's sing it and play it. You have that rhythm all right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Depends on how you count, but 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's pretend we're doing some other song. Let's pretend that we're playing Somewhere Beyond the Sea. How about that? Somewhere beyond the sea. It's nice, isn't it? You can use it to start your solo if you want. You could use it as a fill between lines of a song if you want. Same with that first one. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. Right? They work like that too, but also if you just wanted to hop in and take a solo, I'll go sailing. Here comes your solo. Let's do that second one. Right? It's a good beginning line to a solo. Anytime that C major chord comes back, it's a good thing to play for that one. Right? Like in this song, we've got a 1, 6, 2, 5, C major, A minor, D minor, G7. And anytime you get back to the C major, you can play any one of these lines. Let's look at the third one. There's do, 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 T, right? We've got a B. Let's sing it. Da, 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 da. Good, let's play it. You can tell that sometimes I treat my triplet like it's an 8th note with 2/16ths following it. And so instead of ba ba da ba ba da, I do ba ba da ba ba da. It's kind of tasty to do it that way. I think it is anyway. So, you know, back to Somewhere Beyond the Sea. I'll go sailing. Oops, I played that one a little bit wrong. sure have noisy birds at my house today, don't I? Hope you don't mind. If you don't know if those fit or not, you can sing the melody at the same time. You can just kind of sing the melody and see if it sounds good. Somewhere beyond the sea is there waiting for me. And they do sound nice. You can also do it with the bass line to make sure. But every time the C major chord comes around, you've got one of these to play. Let's do the last one. There's our C. Let's go down a half step. So, la, we sing that. We go down a half step. La. There's our first note. That's too high though. I'm going to sing it an octave lower. Da 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 do do wee. That one lasts 2 bars. So maybe we save that one for the end of the song. Yeah, because actually the D fits really nicely over the D minor chord that I played right there too. Yeah, so how about these? How about these nuts? There's these, all right? These are 4 licks that can kind of get you started on your way to Vince Guaraldi land, right? You got a few that you can try anytime you've got any major chord. Now, if you're playing in the key of F, you're going to have to transpose, right? So if you see, an F major chord, what you're going to have to do is figure out, all right, this E flat is the flat third in the key of C. So in F, what's the flat third? And then you play an F. F. There's the third, there's the flat third, it's an A flat. And then you just try, you can transpose every single note if you want, but a lot of times you just need the first note and then you can go for it after there. You should try them in lots of keys if you're adventurous. You go around the circle. Jazz players like to go around the circle of fifths backwards, so if you play it in the key of C, then you go down 5 steps to the key of F. Now to F. And you go down another 5 steps to B flat. Now to E flat. And work your way all the way around the circle, being able to play these so that when you see a major chord, you've got this lick that you can play in any key. All right, I'm back with your minor licks. Now let's take another tune, something that we might play that's minor. Maybe we'll take the tune called Summertime. Everybody knows that, don't they? I think a lot of people know Summertime. What if we were playing it in G minor? Now the reason I've written a dash is because most jazz players like to see the dash. I like to see the dash because it's clear to me and it's quick to write. But there are other ways too. And again, visit my notation video if you'd like to see the other ways to write G minor. There's a G minor chord. Let's sing the top note. Listen again. You hear the last note? Let's sing it. Oh. Now let's try to sing the lick. La, da, da, dee, dee, da. There we go. There it is. With these licks, you don't have to worry about being super swinging on them or thinking too hard. They'll work perfectly fine over Latin rhythms too. So if we were doing Summertime as a swing tune, if we were doing a bossa nova, hear the difference? And da 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 da. One is straight, one swings. Da 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 da. That's straight. That's like classical or Latin, right? Straight 8th notes. But if we're gonna swing them, we're just gonna hold on to this one a little longer, keep this one shorter. We're gonna kind of just da 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 do. We make the strong beats land on 1, 2, and 3. I have many videos about how to swing, but I want to make sure that you understand that when I write these 8th notes, as jazz players, if we understand that it's a swinging tune, that we're going to be swinging, and instead of being the eighth notes feel a little different. Okay, let's go on to the next one. G is here. La. Where's the B flat? La, da, da, da. Where was G? Do. We're going to go underneath it by a half step. Down an octave for Amy's sake. Da, 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 da. Now we play it. Yeah, now let's pretend that we're playing Summertime. Mommy and Daddy standing by. That's the end of the tune. Here comes the top, and here we go. Yeah, they work, right? They work great on G minor. Let's go over the last two real quick. Here we're just taking notes from the old G minor scale, aren't we? But we're giving it a nice contour. We're making them interesting. With the other ones, we use some chromatic notes. I don't like to think about what scale we're in when we do that. I just like to think that we're in G minor, and we're going to play a couple chromatic notes. So this sharp 7 is a good one to play. That's and here, this one, because it's a passing tone, you can use it fine. I mean, it's not like you would ever want to land on this A flat over a G minor chord, unless you're like the coolest guy in the world or something. But yeah, you know, you wouldn't choose to land on it, but in passing, it's nice. So the next one, they're just regular old scale tones. Last one, let's go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. We've got our sol up on a D, right? Da, 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 da. It's just chromatic. We're hitting every single note between D and B flat. Da, 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 da. You can tell I probably turned my triplet a little bit faster than I should have too for the way it's notated, but it's kind of a key to swinging hard too. So instead of da ba da 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 ba da da ba da da, you just hold on to that B flat a little bit longer. Let's try this one and then this one, singing the melody, playing the bass notes. Summertime and the living is easy. They sound great, don't they? So like I said, those are your walnuts or whatever for today. Just your first little step to improvising. A couple of major licks, a couple of minor licks. Have fun with them. Put them into other tunes. Figure out where you can use them. Thanks for watching Aimee Nolte Music. I'll see you next time.